Bulunaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
In this bulletin, Minister looks into traffic delays, plans approved for next budget, and villagers told to vacate for safety.
The studios of FBC Suva.
Infrastructure Minister Choni Usamate will meet with the Fiji Roads Authority and the Land Transport Authority to speed up the rehabilitation on critical roads in the Central Division. Usamate says he is aware that commuters have faced delays of up to 3 hours in the last 2 days. Ritika Pratap reports the minister himself was stuck in traffic this morning.
Choni Usamate agrees the delays are excessive and even he isn't exempt from the situation.
So it's a double whammy. Either you completely stop the work and let people get you on time or find the balance between it. So for me, it took 2 hours.
The Fiji Roads Authority on Sunday estimated travel delays of up to 90 minutes, but this may need to be revised following backlash from commuters.
We'll get our guys to do some time trials once again.
Prasad explains the FRA can't open the dug-up cross-sections of the roads at peak hours to ease the traffic flow.
Look, cyclones, everything that's happening. You fix the road today and next day the flood comes and takes it out again. And that's what's been happening.
If weather permits, contractors work on one stretch of the road for a maximum of 3 days before moving to another. Work has been delayed since December due to prolonged rainy weather. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The Ministry of Economy has already started preparations for the upcoming 2021-2022 budget, which will be announced in June. Minister Ayaz Sayed Qayyum says Cabinet has already approved the financial year 2021-2022 budget strategy. The minister adds that they have already been receiving submissions from the public and they plan to hold more consultations. The government is urging all interested Fijians to make their contribution during the consultation process before the announcement in June.
We're also planning more of our online and face-to-face budget consultations, as well as a series of budget chat forums where we'll facilitate an online conversation on the state of the economy and our economic recovery.
Land ownership issues at Korosomo outside Senganga are delaying the construction of the new realigned road beside the sleep area. Road works have been stopped while the Fiji Roads Authority, with the help of the Maduwata Provincial Office, sort out the issue. After initially seeking permission from the Matangali Nadonge last week for the construction work on the hill, the Fiji Roads Authority is again dealing with more landowners. This has now delayed the construction work and it has affected FRA's completion timeline. Villagers of Nambavatu in Reketi, Maduwata have been advised that they need to vacate their homes now. The Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources has confirmed the village is unsafe for inhabitation. Eleanor Torangaviu has more.
The Geological Survey Division of the Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources has been monitoring the land cracks appearing all over Nambavatu village in Reketi, Maduwata since a week ago.
From what we've noticed, we've put markers from our first day, and we've seen that these markers have widened. So that tells us that there's still excess water beneath the surface of the soil.
The tension cracks have left several homes damaged, with walls broken and floors collapsing. They are visible from the top of the village right down to the bottom of the hill.
From our technical view, we recommend that they vacate the houses, seeing that we're still within the cyclone period.
Following his visit to the village over the weekend, Minister for Lands and Mineral Resources, Choni Usamate, says it's best that the villagers adhere to the recommendation of the technical experts.
It's better to listen to what they're saying, and we'll try to come up with some mitigation measures, and hopefully we'll come up with something to make sure that nobody's life is lost.
There are about 80 homes in Nambavatu village. 47 of these are directly affected by the land cracks, and the families are now taking shelter at Reketi Central College. Eleanor Turangaiviu, FBC News.
19,779 households were provided seed packages containing 5 commodities after tropical cyclone Yasa devastated farms last month. Agriculture Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says this is part of their immediate rehabilitation efforts. Kelly Vadala reports.
These packages will guarantee families getting vegetables within 3 months.
7,000 households seed packages were sent to Thavuni and Eastern Division to be distributed there as well. 7,402 households were provided with 10 kumala cuttings, 1,114 households provided with bele cuttings and cassava cuttings.
In an effort to save injured livestock in Vanur level, the ministry also deployed a mobile veterinary clinic.
Also, 2,500 day-old chicks were distributed in the Bua and Madhuwata area to farmers along with feed. Due to damage caused by TC Yasa to the flora, Ministry of Agriculture also supplied 190 bee farmers with over 3,000 kg of sugar to supplement feed, as well as rehabilitating 1,722 beehives.
Opposition MP Jesse Sokoro says food security is still a concern for those affected by TC Yasa and Ana.
The ministry needs to refocus and develop high-value and low-volume products such as yangwana, dalo, ginger, cocoa and vanilla.
Agriculture teams are on the ground collecting data from the impact of tropical cyclone Ana, which caused widespread damage, especially in Binti Levu. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Up ahead, increased budget for ONOC and schools rugby league set to kick off. Stay with us.
Oira na ngone no de nunu enda be singe mataka.
Mersu sunga da kana loma dina kilo mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitar lobina no rabak sangai ka wala loma takina ngone. Dalabina oya o meliki.
Bulre oya o Samuel Samuli.
Nama kiki rau enda be mataka.
Oni tikina magrombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One nandomo ibiti.
Indaw kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Some sports will have until the end of June to qualify for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Oceania National Olympic Committee President Dr. Robin Mitchell says some athletes will only know whether they've made the cut only a few weeks from the Games. Aquila Dhama reports Fiji is considered one of the lucky nations out of the 17 Oceania countries.
Fiji's Olympic preparations are much better compared to other countries in our region.
We are fortunate here in Fiji that sport returned very quickly in August, and essentially we have normal crowds. Competition is already underway, but for some of the other countries that's still a restriction.
Team Fiji may have an advantage, but it doesn't take away from existing challenges.
It's a really difficult situation from an athlete's point of view, also from the national federations. But I think we've just got to remain positive and resilient, because keep on training with all this uncertainty that's going on is quite difficult.
However, ONOC will ensure its member countries are assisted, especially when it comes to funding, after the IOC approved an increased budget for the region.
We were also given a budget by the International Olympic Committee, so our funds have increased by 14% to 25 million for the next 4 years, and we have to prepare a budget for that. So,
with almost zero international travel last year, ONOC still has funds available from its last budget to use in the new 4-year cycle. Aquila Dhama, FBC Sports.
Local tournaments have been a good testing ground for the two national 7 sides so far. This is part of their preparation plans for the Tokyo Olympic Games in July, as borders remain closed due to the global pandemic. However, coming in as a good alternative, grassroots teams are pushing the two national sides to another level. Former Fiji Sevens manager Rob Kovesi says the level of competition provided will bring out the best in the squad members.
They've been pushed, from the pool right through to the quarters, semi and the finals. And especially placing a lot more competition within the training squad itself.
Around 70 teams have been confirmed for the Fiji Secondary Schools Rugby League that is set to begin next Saturday. 38 teams have been registered in the Southeast Division, while 21 teams will compete in the Western Division. FSSRL General Secretary Dan Vakamode says this is part of the association's strategic plan to help take the sport to a whole new level.
Last year, when the competition came to a halt, we managed to put up our strategic plan. So we need to increase by 3%, and we managed to achieve that. And by looking at the number of teams as the competition has been expanded, we've seen that we are achieving our strategic.
Showers and thunderstorms are forecast for most places. That's FBC Morning News. Join us at 7 p.m. for a major bulletin. For news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Take care and good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।